my chocolate's getting cold and I don't want to get up and go melt it. Okay, so I used to use a piping bag. I used to use a piping bag to fill in the holes and all that, but like I said, like whatever saves me time and I don't have to wash many stuff. So I started to use a little spoon. This one's it's a 1 tablespoon. If you're just getting started, then you might want to use like a bottle or a piping bag to get, like, you know, to have control over your chocolate. Because with this, it kind of gets a little messy, but for me it works. So I'm just going to show you how I do them. But you can try, other people like using the piping bags and bottles because you don't see chocolate everywhere and all that stuff. But I'm okay with all that. Alright, so I'm going to just grab a spoon. It's a 1 tablespoon. And I just scrape the end of it. And I just pour it in there. I'm gonna do 3. And I'm just scraping like this, pouring it in there. If you're a beginner, you might want to start with just this side because you have to work a little fast so your chocolate doesn't set. Alright, so it's a little more, it's like half, but just a tiny bit more filled up. Alright, so these are Oreos, of course. And I'm gonna drop it in there. And then just kind of wiggle it in. And you see the chocolate's like covering it. Just gonna tap it a little bit. I'm gonna drop it in there and just give it a little wiggle. And then once again, drop it in there and just give it a little wiggle inside. And then you just kind of tap it so the chocolate kind of comes up a little bit. This one I put less chocolate, as you guys can tell, but it's okay. And then you're not gonna add a whole spoon again because that would be way too much. So just add a little bit, less than half, I would say. I'm just gonna see what works. So I'm gonna put it, my chocolate's getting already cold. Just like that, and then give it a little tap. And it did that. If you guys can see the, like, the 2 difference right here, it won't go. It's because my chocolate's set. Alright? But if your chocolate was smooth, it would just like all combine and all be nice and pretty. But I added more chocolate on this one because I had added less the first time. And just giving it a little tap to let the air bubbles go out. I hear that all the time and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I mean, I see the bubbles, but air bubbles, I don't know. That's what people say, so that's what I'm telling you guys. No, but if you don't tap it, you can leave cracks and it ends up being a mess. Alright, so I'm gonna add it. I already know this has set already though, so it's alright. It's the bottom of it anyways. You just want to make sure you cover like all the holes and there's no... So like, see, this one looks very smooth. This is what you want. This only happened because my chocolate had already set. So that's why you have to work a little fast. Okay? And then a lot of people like to put it in the fridge. I am going to save the video. Yes, I am. That I am gonna remember to do. Some people like to put it in the fridge. Some people like to put it in the freezer. And if you guys already got to know me, you guys know I like to save time, so I pop it in the freezer. Because in the fridge it would be, I don't know how long, like 20 minutes, I don't know. I pop it in for like 10 to 15 minutes in the freezer. Okay, I'm gonna go do that just because I want to show you guys how it comes out, because I already have some made here. So, but I am gonna go put it in the freezer to show you guys how it pops out. Okay, so I'll be right back. What kind of tray is it? It's a chocolate covered Oreo tray. It's called a cookie tray, I believe. And Sugary Essentials on Instagram, she carries this one. You can also find it on, I know you're local, so you can find it on Maclay and I believe it's 5th Street or 1st Street. They have all these kind of molds. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go melt my chocolate, guys. Because I was gonna show you guys how to drizzle and all that. Okay, I'm gonna go melt my chocolate. Give me like 15 seconds. Yes, it is that one. It is in front of a gas station. I think it's called Mary's or Marie's Party Palace. This one is called a self-healing mat. Okay, I'm gonna go melt my chocolate. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Give me like 15 seconds. And Gina is messaging me. Lula's Goody, she does not know I'm on live. Can someone go tell her that I'm on live to come and watch me? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I just did like 15 seconds. Yeah, I think she sent me like a group message, so I hope my phone doesn't start blowing up right now. Sorry, guys. Okay, so before I show you guys the drizzle and all that, I wanted to show you guys. Somebody had asked how to do a frame on the Oreos. So I wanted to show you guys that. Yeah, it is the group message. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So really quick, because I don't know how much time I have left. I think maybe like 20 minutes or 30. Okay, so this mold I got from Sugary Essentials. I am using Fat Daddy-O's fondant. And I'm gonna use a roller. So I'm gonna do one. Somebody's asking about the pink gloves. I believe it's called esafety.com. Okay, so I got a little bit of fondant, and I'm just gonna net it a little bit. Which fondant brand do you prefer? I usually stick to Wilton's because I can use my coupon and I can save some money. Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling her I'm live. So I usually stick to Wilton's the white one when I need to do a lot of white stuff or color gold, silver. And then for when I used to do little like stuff like this, I like to get this one because they're little bottles and they're like, this one's $5.50. And they already come colored, so they save me time. I think today's theme is like what saves me time. So because a lot of people say, why don't you just get white and color it? Yeah, I can do that, but that's just more time consuming and more messy. I'd rather just buy it already colored. It is 8 ounces. I don't know how many pounds is that. Half a pound? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get moving because okay, somebody's asking, what do you do if your fondant gets hard? I don't think there's anything like, do you mean like out of the bag? You're supposed to like keep it like very covered. Okay, I'm glad I was right on the half a pound. No, I don't get this one at Michael's. I don't have this one. Michael's only carries I think Wilton brand, and there's another one they have now, but I didn't like that one. I don't know what it's called, but it was just too sticky for me, I think. This one I got from Jane's Cake and Chocolate Supplies. I always forget the name, man. I just call it Jane's. Okay, so you see the white, it's cornstarch. And I only added cornstarch because my hands are very warm right now, and me netting it got very like sticky. So it's just cornstarch. I'm gonna add a little bit to the mold because, like I said, my hands are warm. And if your hands are warm, it just makes it sticky, and it's just gonna like stick to your hands. It's cornstarch. So I'm gonna grab a little piece, and I'm just gonna make like a little worm type of thing, and I'm just gonna place it over where I want it. And I'm just pressing, and then I like to use the tip of the roller to give it a little more of a push inside. And this one is a thin frame, so it might get frustrating at first if it breaks on you, and then I'm gonna put pressure and I'm gonna roll it so to try to take off all the excess. Alright, so I took off some of the excess, and then I'm gonna try to fill in whatever like if I feel like it doesn't have enough inside, I just kind of put it back inside. I don't know if that makes any sense, but after watching doing videos and all that stuff, I realized that I'm a good writer. Like, to explain my feelings and all that, I can write, but when it comes to really like talking out loud and really like, I have a hard time like putting my words into words, or putting my thoughts into words. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. So I hope I make sense. Somebody's asking, Yeah, I did. Somebody about the fondant getting hard. You can put it in the microwave. I heard some people do that. I haven't done it, so I don't want to tell you. And then you'd be like, well, Danero told me to do that, and look what happened. So I don't know. I don't want to lie to you. Okay. So I think that's okay looking. So here comes like kind of the hard part. So if it's like a thin mold, you might have problems with it, maybe not. So I try to pull like all the ends like this, little by little, to kind of release it. And then I'm going to start pulling it out little by little. And it's out. So from here you can shape it back into the circle that it was, or you can do like an oval. I let it dry for just a little before I use it. Sometimes I do like to do prep work, so sometimes they are sorry, I'm reading like questions and comments on here. Sorry. Sometimes I do prep work, so they're hard by the time I'm going to use it. But sometimes I've been just doing them as I go. They're saying you can put it in the freezer to make it easier to come out. I haven't done it also, so I don't know. I think it would work, yeah. Because it'll get, I guess it's to make it a little bit harder, and then it's easier to pop out, right? Good tip. I shall try it next time. Okay. So this one, I did it just before I got on here. So it's not super hard, but it's not like this. See, I can't even pick up this one. So that's another reason I kind of do like this one and Wilton, because they do dry a little bit fast. This one's not super hard. Okay. So I'm gonna get my Oreo. And with fondant, you can use water to attach it. You can use piping gel to attach it. I'm going to use chocolate because I think it's what everyone would have on hand, because I think piping gel, it's for your, like, beginners will be like, what is that? Where do I find it? You know? So I'm going to stick to what you'll probably have on hand, which will be chocolate. And water, you have to be careful of how much you use, because water and fondant, you know, it'll start getting sticky, watery. You don't want to add too much, or else it's gonna, like, see, when you place it on the Oreo, it's gonna seep through. Alright, so I'm just gonna place it down. Okay, and you're just gonna let it dry. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one with sprinkles, and these sprinkles, I really hope that Sugar Essentials carries them again, because they were beautiful. I love them, so I hope they make them again, because aren't they beautiful? I like the fall colors. Alright, so I'm gonna pour my chocolate in a bag, because it's already getting hard again from all this talking that I'm doing. I'm just pouring it in there, and it's a little thick already. Okay, actually I was gonna show, because somebody wanted to know, I'm not gonna drizzle this one actually. I forgot, somebody wanted to see somebody wanted to see how they attach sprinkles without drizzling chocolate on it, or once it's already hard. So I'm gonna use a brush with chocolate. You can also use piping gel. And piping gel is clear, and you won't be able to see it, and the sprinkles will stick on. But I'm gonna use chocolate because I think that's what people will have on hand for the beginners. So I'm gonna get a little bit of chocolate on my brush, and I don't know. I'm just gonna pour the sprinkles, you know how wherever I want the sprinkles to. I mean, I'm just gonna put chocolate wherever I want my sprinkles to stick. Jeez, man, can't talk today. But my chocolate is getting hard, so I don't know if it's even gonna stick. Not really. Should I go warm up my chocolate, guys? If my chocolate wasn't hard, all these sprinkles would just stick on. They wouldn't be falling. They would just like stick on there. And you don't have to have like drizzling skills or anything like that to do this technique. All I did was grab the brush, you know, not too much because then you'll see all the chocolate popping out. But my sprinkles are not really on, but this how it's kind of it would look, you guys. Can you guys see it? It's because my chocolate's hard, and I don't feel like going and warming it up and leave you guys alone again. Okay. So I hope this helps that one person that asked me. Okay? Because they said they didn't want to drizzle, or how did they do it, if, you know, so that's a way to do it. Alright. I know, isn't it cute? I love it. Okay, somebody's asking about pricing. What are you guys asking about pricing? I suck at pricing. Okay. Oreos use up a lot of chocolate. A lot. Like 1 pound will fill out like, I don't know, maybe 6, not even 12, I think, of chocolate. So you want to start them off at $25 a dozen. Some charge $36 a dozen for just plain Oreos. So I wouldn't say less than $2. Rosie, you're putting me on the spot. Yes, a lot of people charge $36 a dozen. I hear it. Yeah, it uses up a lot of chocolate, like a lot, honestly. Okay. These I got them from Sugary Essentials. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys alone for a little bit because I am gonna go melt my chocolate because I don't want to show you guys half, you know, like messy, sloppy work. It's okay. It's okay. Me too. I struggle with pricing. They get on me all the time. Like, Danera, what are you charging? What are you charging? Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna finish already.